Good morning, everyone. It is the first day of school here on a new school year. Yes, and my oldest granddaughter was just over here. She says, "Look, Rosie, Mom picked my outfit for today." She looked gorgeous, beautiful, and ready for another year of learning. Yes. Anyway, so there you are. And summer vacations over with all of my grandchildren. Had one more last blast of a day yesterday. And today it'll just be my youngest granddaughter and I again. Yes. So grateful. Everything went well. Yes. Ugh. Ah. Treasure. 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 I treasure all these moments. Okay, so let's get going in the book of Ecclesiasticus. We're still in that one for a while. And we're on 31 riches. The sleeplessness brought by wealth makes a person lose weight. The worry it causes drives away sleep. I don't know. The worries of the daytime prevent you from sleeping. Like a serious illness, they keep sleep at bay. The rich forever toils, piling up money and then leaving off. He is gorged with luxuries. The poor forever toils, barely making a living, and then, leaving off, is poorer than ever. You know, is it really? Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to go there. I don't know. I remember just going to work, right? I just did what I needed to do. And I always tried to do everything. Was I always successful? Okay, I had my moments. But I always tried to do everything with a certain type of zest, regardless on what it was, right? And that kind of kept things interesting, yeah. And gosh, from my early 20s on, I guess even before that, sleep was never a problem for me because I loved being awake and read, right? That was the beginning, my childhood. So I don't think I ever really got enough sleep because I would read until, oh my gosh, until the cows would come home. Okay. Then when I started having children, oh yeah, right, yeah, one really gets enough sleep then. So when you have time to sleep, you sleep. There's no staying awake. And then what? Oh, and then sometimes I had so many jobs just to make ends meet, this, that. Gosh, I'd fall into bed, my head would hit the pillow, and I was gone. Okay, so yeah, do it? No, now I'm tired. Do I need to sleep as much? And so I toss and turn a little sometimes. I just start praying, or I start reading the Bible. Okay, or I turn the TV on, and within a short amount of time, oh, suddenly I'm gone again. Right? Yes, okay. So I don't know. Okay, so I'm not rich. I think I'm rich. I think I'm rich in many different areas. Mm, but as far as having problems sleeping, no. I don't know. I think rich people sleep fine too if they know that what they're doing is the right thing, that they've acquired whatever they have in a proper way, working hard, and right? Yes, okay, I'm just saying. So I'm not sure. Right? What's his problem here? Is this again to just talk against the rich? Warning? Give a warning to? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This does not really pertain to me. No one who loves money can easily avoid sinning. Whoever pursues profit will be corrupted by it. Gold has been the ruin of many. Their coming destruction was self-evident, since it is a snare for those who sacrifice to it, and stupid people all get caught in it. Happy the rich who is found to be blameless and does not go chasing after gold, Who is he so that we can congratulate him? For he has achieved marvels among his fellows. Who has been through this test and emerged perfect? He may well be proud of that. Who has had the chance to sin and has not sinned? Had the chance to do wrong and has not done it? His fortune will be firmly based, and the assembly will acclaim his generosity. Okay. Dinner parties. If you are sitting down to a lavish table, do not display your greed. Do not say, "What a lot to eat." Remember, it is bad to have a greedy eye. Is any creature more wicked than the eye? We've had this one before as well, and it was not in Ecclesiasticus. Kind of repeating herself here, or what is this exactly? Huh? Interesting. That is why it is always weeping. Do not reach out for anything your host has his eye on. Do not jostle him at the dish. Who would do that anyway? At that time, they didn't have any manners at the table. Judge your fellow guests' needs by your own. Be thoughtful in every way. Eat what is offered you like a well brought up person. Do not wolf your food, or you will earn dislike. For politeness' sake, be the first to stop. Do not act the glutton, or you will give offense. And if you are sitting with a large party, do not help yourself before the others do. Well, if everybody were to go by that, then nobody would be eating. Don't help yourself before the others do. Well, what? Is this for just one particular person here, or for everyone? Well, if it's for everyone, guess what? Well, I can't start until the others do. Well, hey, are you going to start? Well, no, I can't until you do. Well, no, I can't until you do. Well, now you're what? In what? I'm just saying. I mean, everything I just read here, I'm going, okay. The other thing, too, what's wrong? If I cook for people and lay out a nice, lavish meal, right, I want to see people eat, not nitpick on it and do the, oh, I better not take too much so I don't look greedy. So, yeah, eat your fill, right? All right. Don't eat your fill on just one plate so no one else gets any of it. Okay, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? I'm just saying. What? This is so weird, and then you're being deceitful and dishonest and insincere anyway, right? Yes? I said it, don't have some manners, but everything that he says here, though, I have to say, what? A little is quite enough for a well-bred person. His breathing is easy when he lies in bed. A moderate diet ensures sound sleep. One gets up early in the best of spirits. Okay. That goes back to the sleeping part. Sleeplessness. Oh, here we go again. You know what? I bet you he was not sleeping well for some reason. Now he needed to find a reason for everyone else not to be able to sleep. Oh, Ecclesiasticus, you're kind of funny. You're getting kind of funny. Sleeplessness, biliousness, and gripe are what the glutton has to endure if you are forced to eat too much. Get up, go, and vomit, and you will feel better. Listen to me, my child. Do not disregard me. Eventually, you will see the force of my words. Be moderate in all your activities, and illness will never overtake you. People praise the person who keeps a splendid table, and their opinion of his munificence is sound. I've never munificence. Munificence. I've never heard of that word before. But a niggardly host provokes universal resentment, and people will retail instances of his meanness. What else came to my mind? Oh, the part where, do people overeat? Some people overeat. Yeah, sure they do. Who hasn't overeaten on something they just loved so much, at least once in their life, right? Yes, I have never overeaten. First of all, there wasn't enough food in my home where I grew up to overeat, for that matter. We had enough to eat, okay? Don't get me wrong, we had more than enough to eat, but we definitely, no one in our household overate. So that wasn't something that, okay, I don't remember ever overeating as a child. Then I came here to the United States and went to my first Thanksgiving dinner. I couldn't believe the amount of food that it was. could not believe it. I had never seen anything like that before. Also in Switzerland, we don't have all you can eat buffets. At least when I was growing up there. Okay, now so many years ago, I've never been to an you can eat buffet ever. Never. So, uh, and then I grew up, I was taught you only take as much as you will eat. You do not leave anything on your plate. So, anyway, so I came here, first Thanksgiving, and I overate. I did not feel well afterwards at all. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but that was the first time. It wasn't the last time, but it was the first time I remember I overate. Didn't feel well. Did not, and it didn't feel good at all. It was like one of those, why did I do that? And I did end up doing that probably 2 or 3 more times in my early 20s. And then I was done. I said, never ever. It don't matter how much food there is, I'm not going to overeat ever again. You know, like I did then. Yes? Yeah. So, I can. The interesting thing here, though, is that people actually could overeat, then he must have really been around, right, rich people, right, like he says here, and I guess saw some things that he didn't like. Well, was he rich? Doesn't say. Was he rich? Maybe I should go back and read up on the forward again and see who this guy actually is, why he's even in the Bible here. He must have, as I said this before, an observer of whom exactly? And it sounds to me like that they had some of the health issues that they have had then, we have now, and kind of in the now, from the historical point of view and stuff I've read and heard about, I wonder, was that possible? Now it's here in the Bible, yeah, people overate at that time. Yes, and it affected their health and their sleep. So it sounds to me like many things that we're dealing with here now, right? Yes, civilization, we're well off, this and that, they've dealt with. That we thought was kind of a new thing. This is because of, it's a new thing. Because, we're so well off now, this and that. They already dealt with all that thousands of years ago, too. That's the interesting part here. Okay. Wine. Oh, there you go. Do not play the valiant at your wine, for wine has been the undoing of many. The furnace proves the temper of steel, and wine proves hearts in the drinking bouts of braggarts. Wine gives life, if drunk in moderation. What is life worth without wine? It came into being to make people happy. Oh, is that right? Drunk at the right time and in the right amount. Wine makes for a glad heart and a cheerful mind. Bitterness of soul comes of wine drunk to excess, out of temper or bravado. Drunkenness excites the stupid to a fury to his own harm. It reduces his strength while leading the blows. Do not provoke your fellow guest at a wine feast. Do not make fun of him when he's enjoying himself. Do not take him to task or annoy him by reclaiming money owed. Alright, I guess this is good advice. Anything in moderation. Besides, red wine. I don't know if they had white wine at that time. I know they had red wine, I'm pretty sure. Well, who knows what kind of grapes they had. I know red wine, if you are low in iron, if you have cancer and you're on chemo or radiation, your liver count goes down drastically. And sometimes to the point where one has to stop the treatments. Well, here is a very simple recipe to elevate your iron levels very quickly as well. And they'll stay that way. Right? Yeah, of course, one could do the treatment once a month. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Especially if you are under treatment for cancer. It is a cup of red wine, a raw egg, preferably an organic one or from a chicken farm that they run around and have some bugs to eat this and that. You want a good egg, right? A raw egg and 1 tablespoon of sugar. You put that in the blender, and then you drink it. Yes. It's a bit of a miracle combination, but I know it works. Yes, done it myself. I've given the recipe to other people who were, yes, on chemo, and it worked like a charm, and the doctors couldn't quite figure out how did you do that. There, simple little recipe. So, yes, alcohol isn't just a recreational thing. It has many benefits as well. Supposedly, uh, for women to drink a beer or two a day is very beneficial for them. Yes, yeah. Don't know about the men. And yeah, I didn't study up too much on the other stuff. Of course, the hard liquor can be used as uh, to fight infection. Yes, I don't know how it works inside the body, but I know you can use it as a disinfectant. Yes, uh, externally. Oh, and I make my tinctures with hard liquor. That's they become much stronger. My herbal tinctures, and they work amazingly. Yes, yeah. And if one doesn't like the alcohol content in it, all you have to do is just leave it open, leave the bottle open or the jar for 48 hours, and the alcohol will have evaporated. Yes, okay, yeah. So there it is. Um, and you can get non-alcoholic beer now. It's very expensive, but there's some good stuff out there. I've had some of that, and then you don't need the alcohol, but I think it's the hops and or whatever the other stuff they use to make beer that's good for the women. Yes, okay. So there it is. So it's not just a recreational thing. Wine, alcohol. It also is a medicinal. So it wasn't just wasn't just there. It wasn't just found uh, after it ferments this and that, and then people get all happy. It's not just to make people happy. I would say that was not a part of God's plan, really, when it comes down to it, though. But it's medicine. Right? That's what I believe. God created all that stuff for that. Then we can figure out how to put it together, and great medicine there. Yes. Anywho, so that's all I have to share this morning. Short one. Yes. I have to get going again with my videos. I took a few days off. Just I do that every so often, don't I? I've got lots of vegetables to pick today. Beans, tomatoes. I think I have some baby loofahs ready. Yes, you can eat those as well. Once they're grown, of course, to a certain size, then you get the sponge on the inside. But while they're still little, they're also edible. And they're quite good, actually. I fry them up or something, and they're quite good. Okay, that's that. Uh, May Heavenly Parent bless, protect you, guide you, embrace you with love. Eldritch, my dearest brother, hang in there. Let's keep praying together. Let's continue in that prayer book, please. And I love you, and I will talk to y'all another time.